We finna go to a senior living facility community because we have a volunteer who decided to volunteer and have sex with a dementia patient or individual or client. Now they is accusing the volunteer of rape. We got video. Yeah. And it's a good thing that the daughter of the client put Ring cameras inside of her home. Pay attention.
Suing a senior care facility and one of their... An LA County woman is suing a senior care facility and one of their volunteers for $25 million.
Oh,
she claims her mother was sexually assaulted by a volunteer piano player. Fox 11's Nick Garcia here now. The story you'll see only on Fox 11. Nick?
Right, Christine. Well, this happened. There's shocking video to go along with that, those disturbing details. This allegedly happened at an independent living community in La Mirada. Now, this story is about sexual abuse. It's a very sensitive topic, and it's very tough to hear and watch.
Him naked.
A betrayal of trust and delayed justice.
Don't look like something wrong with Buddy.
Camille Anderson moved her mom, who has dementia, into La Mirada Heights Senior Living Community 4 years ago, believing it would be a safe space. That belief torn to shreds last summer when prosecutors say Jonathan Alvarado raped her mother.
She's calling it great. We just saw a little bit of the video to where they were standing in the doorway and he had his shirt off and he was in his boxer briefs. And she was in front of him and she walked inside of the room while he was with no shirt on in boxer briefs. Go ahead.
Alvarado was a volunteer piano player at La Mirada Heights. The whole nightmare caught on camera.
I just screamed.
Anderson set up Ring cameras throughout her mom's apartment because of her dementia-related symptoms.
Dementia-related symptoms. From what we just saw right there, while they was in the doorway, does it look like this was a forcible or a forced type of situation? Can we just be honest about it? Did it look forcible? Did it look like everybody was about to consent? Huh?
Here is some of that shocking footage. You see Alvarado in the victim's bedroom, taking his clothes off. An hour later, you see him here, emerging from the bedroom, naked. Alvarado throws a condom in the trash can, then gets dressed.
At least he protected both of them.
Anderson was at work when this happened, but started receiving several motion-triggered notifications from Ring.
Because he don't want no babies.
When I had a chance to go back to my office and check my phone, I see on the notification picture that there was a man in the room bending down, tying his shoes.
She called the facility and says 2 workers entered the room to check on her mother.
Are you naked, Mama?
Notice her confusion as they ask questions.
Are you okay? Everything okay? Yeah? Who's the guy who was here? Think about it, Mama, and slow, so you can tell me.
Do you know what happened? She's like, no. Okay, did you want to have sex, Mom? No.
Alvarado is facing felony charges, 1 count for rape, 1 for a lewd act on a dependent adult.
Now, y'all know around here at the Willie Williams show, I believe that believe all women and they just be lying, just in my mind. It's kind of like when kids get caught doing something that they wanted to do and or decided to do. You ask them something. They no, it wasn't me. No. So I want y'all to just think about it. What if she did What if she did consent, and now the nurses and or staff is coming in asking her about sexual activities at her age? What if she's shamed and don't want them to know that she was involved in something sexual? What would she do? Remember, she's still a woman. What would she do? Would she not lie about something? And hell, What about the people who be having dementia that be lying and playing on their dementia or dementia, however you want to say it? I don't know this to be true. I just be trying to think it through. Here we go.
Kind of following the advice of the detective.
Anderson says the LA County District Attorney's Office has been slow to prosecute this case. She and her lawyer question why the DA has not announced it publicly, because they believe there could be more victims.
You expect a certain level of security and protection, and that does not appear to have been the case for my client.
We went to La Mirada Heights looking for answers. The man.
Yes, and they do be hunching. Now, think about this. I have done shows about the facility. The senior facility was passing around. Was it herpes? I think it was gonorrhea. I think it was herpes or gonorrhea that the old folks is passing around in the nursing homes.
Manager on site could not speak with us on camera, but we did receive this statement saying in part, quote, "We are disturbed by these allegations and will fully cooperate with any criminal investigation. Because this matter involves an ongoing criminal case and out of respect for the privacy of our resident, it is not appropriate to comment further." End quote.
Justice looks like in this case that the facility will be held responsible and liable for their negligence in this case and their continued negligence from what we understand.
Anderson has filed a $25 million lawsuit against the company and the suspect, claiming negligence, sexual abuse, and elder abuse.
They helped him. They helped him do it, essentially. They opened the door for this to happen.
An open door to a person she feels should have never been trusted in the first place. Now this afternoon I've
She say that they helped them. They left the doors open, or did your mama leave the doors open? But they left the doors open for him to go ahead on and do it. Say, take your mama home, baby.
Received a response from the LA County District Attorney's Office. It follows. The case was presented to us as an in-custody filing, and it was rejected for further investigation, filed for warrant on July 29th, 2025. Now, approximately 6 weeks after the DA says it was initially presented, the defendant was brought before a court in January of this year. They've had one preliminary hearing so far. The LA County Sheriff's Department conducted the investigation in this matter and didn't bring any additional victims to their attention, the DA's office. So that was one concern.
Shout out to Roshan for the $1 cash app. You say a dementia patient is definitely not remembering is no lie. Oh, no. Listen, I am in agreement. I am in agreement that they don't be remembering. But what if sometimes they do be remembering, but they play on their dementia? What if they like go to the fridge and they're not supposed to have like a honey bun or something, and they eat the honey bun and go back to their room, and then you come back and ask them, "Did you get the honey bun?" "No, I didn't get the honey bun. I didn't get the honey bun." But it's up under their pillow, and soon as the person leave, they take out the honey bun and they eat the honey bun. What if? Cause see, I be thinking that people be out here faking sometimes. It's the human experience.
Concern of the woman, the daughter, and the attorney is, could there be more victims?
Yeah.
The DA's office says not to their knowledge.
So the case is ongoing?
The case is ongoing. He had a hearing a few weeks ago. Next hearing is in a few weeks from today.
Guessing he's not in custody?
He's out on bond.
Okay, and now I'm reminding our viewers he was a volunteer piano player at the home.
That's correct. Now, I asked the facility if they conduct background checks on volunteers. They weren't able to give me that answer. I would imagine maybe not for a volunteer. For a worker, certainly, but for somebody who's volunteering,
And
maybe
independent living, as she had her own key to her own room, and the daughter had put up the Ring cameras.
That's correct. This is different than assisted living, according to the facility. This is independent living, so you're pretty much on your own.
Oh.
You're pretty much on your own in independent living. Shout out to LaShawn for the $2 cash out. You say it's some sick people and people in the world, sad people in the world. Facts. Do y'all know? I don't think he raped her.
years ago, believing it would be a
I do not think he raped her just for the simple fact of how they was standing. See, because it's about not remembering, right? Dementia patients, they have a problem with remembering, but they don't have a problem with what's going on right at that moment, right? Huh?
safe space. That belief
Sometimes they do,
torn
sometimes
to
they don't.
shreds last summer when prosecutors say
You say dementia don't work like that, will it? No. Listen, it's kind of like if you do something regular and somebody asks you and you lie about it. If somebody think that you crazy, or if somebody keep telling you that you losing your mind, or you crazy, and you was in facilities and you have people coming to see about you and all that right there. Hell, if you is just a liar, you gonna lie with dementia and or without dementia. Now, I'm not saying that that's what she did. I'm just saying though. I am just saying, because I refuse to look at things for how things be presented to me. You all can do it. I refuse to live that life anymore. Nope. I'ma always look at the other side of shit. You say, Willie, she could have thought that it was her husband. You got a point. But let's just say that she was single.
Jonathan Alvarado raped her mother. Alvarado was a volunteer piano player.
See, like right here though. Even, and this is a darker hue woman now. I was gonna say it, but I ain't even gonna say it. But this is a darker hue woman, and
was a volunteer.
she got a lighter hue man in her home with no shirt on. Right at this moment here, with dementia or not, if you not with it, he could have not continued to stand there and be in her home. You say, your granny hit a cigarette at 93 off dementia. You say she walking into the room. He in his drawers. This is what this is really why I'm just saying I don't think that he raped her. Because listen, watch this. You know what's crazy? When the people came in the room and asked her what's up, why you naked, why was the guy in here, they believed everything that she said. They believed everything that she said. So when she was asked something, she was, I'm guessing how people would see it, she was in her, let's say, right mind when she answered the questions. Why she couldn't have not been in her right mind when this right here was happening? You say she was in the home, she made a new friend. Yeah. And why is it that we wouldn't believe that a person with Alzheimer's and dementia and shit wouldn't want to have some sex though? I don't. And especially, you wouldn't want your daughter to be like, oh, my mama here hunching. Oh, here hunching. You know what I'm saying?
Your piano player at La Mirada Heights. The whole nightmare caught on.
He did not. That, like, they joking and kikiing and shit. Man, listen. Imagine if somebody broke into her home while having dementia. What do y'all think that she would do? What do y'all think that her behavior would be? In my mind, even a person with dementia, if I done broke in, I got on a ski mask, she gonna be hollering and all that type of shit right there, right? Still, why she have dementia? Because at that moment, she know what's going on. So you can't tell me at this moment with a white man in her doggone room in her ear, in his drawers, she don't know what's going on?
Raped her mother. Alvarado was a volunteer piano player at La Mirada Heights. The whole nightmare caught on.
He laughing and shit, and in my mind, he a little off with it too.
Camera.
Just saying.
I just screamed.
Anderson set up Ring cameras throughout her mom's apartment because of her dementia-related symptoms. Here is some of that shock.
So basically what they also saying is a dementia person cannot have sex with somebody. Let me ask my yalla lala then. Can someone with dementia, damn it, I forgot the word. Damn it, can a let me stop it. I couldn't think. Can a person with dementia consent to having sex? A person with dementia may be able to consent to sex, particularly in early stages, but capacity must be evaluated on a case-by-case basis. Now, I want y'all to think about this right here, too. Y'all do know that she was in assisted living. Y'all understand that, right? That means that she don't have 24-hour care. That means that she knows how to do a whole bunch of things herself. She will be looked after. There is times of the day to where she don't have assistance. You say they can't consent. They can't consent. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. I just read it. Well, maybe you all was answering when I answered when I asked the question. But they can, depends on the level and on the case-by-case thing. But remember, y'all, she has dementia. She is in a position to where she's in assisted living. She can do things herself. She's not 24-hour, somebody have to be around her. No. Because if that's the case, then he would have not had the time and the space to do what he had to do, right? So she's not 24-hour care. They just have assistance for everybody there. Shout out to D-Boy for being a member for 25 months. He said, I know someone who worked at the elderly place, and the stories that I've heard that go on amongst the elderly is wild. Shaking my head. He said, they are freaky. I'm trying to tell y'all, I did that story a while back, the way they pass around syphilis now. They hunching.
In footage, you see Alvarado in the victim's bedroom, taking his clothes off. An hour later, you see him here, emerging from the bedroom, naked.
So for this whole time, she don't have dementia. For this whole time, she's in her right mind. Now, I don't know if dementia kick in once she go to sleep and wake up, or when. He was there for over an hour. Now, we don't know if he was smashing for an hour. Maybe it's a whole bunch of foreplay or something. Or hell, maybe she mudded him out. I'm just saying. You say, really, every shift they have a nurse, they have a CNA, they have a position on board. They have a psychiatrist on board. This happened at the nursery homes. Yes. But in this specific one, this is not around the clock care. I'm not mistaken. You say, what happened before she put the cameras up? Why did she put the cameras up in the first place? Oh, good question.
Alvarado throws a condom in the trash can, then gets dressed. Anderson was at work when this happened, but started receiving several motion-triggered notifications from Ring.
When I had a chance to go back to my office,
I don't even understand why she started to receive the notifications. Why didn't she receive the notification before they even smashed?
And check my phone, I see on the notification.
Yeah. Say an hour at her age. Listen, y'all be surprised what's going on. Have y'all ever watched Corn? Elderly Corn? It's something to see, I promise you.
Picture that there was a man in the room, bending down, tying his shoes.
She called the facility and says 2 workers entered the room to check on her mother.
Are you naked, Mama?
Notice her confusion as they ask questions.
Are you okay?
Now, it's a difference if somebody was supposed to be in there while he was in there. It's a difference if they had not checked on her in the time that they were supposed to check on her. Now, that's all neglect right there.
Everything okay?
Say, no, they was in there spooning after he finished.
Yeah? Who's the guy who was here? Think about it, Mama, and slow, so you can tell me.
Do you know what happened? She's like, no. Okay, did you want to have sex, Mom? No. No.
So she remember what sex is. She remember what sex is.
Okay, did you want to have sex?
Here, think about it, Mama, and slow, so you can tell me.
Do you know what happened? She's like, no.
No, I don't know what happened. But did she know what happened when it was happening?
Okay, did you want to have sex, Mom? No.
Say the sheets are clean. Say this wasn't a grape.
No.
Alvarado.
And it's crazy because is we just calling it a grape because she can't remember? Well, if that's the case, because I've had people to come up to me and, hey, Willie, hey, and I'll be like, hey, what you mean, hey, that? And you don't remember hey, we did some things? And I'm like, hell no, what the hell you talking about? So was I raped? Because I don't remember? You say this is not funny, but he was gentle. Yeah. Yeah. Is we saying that is great because a person or she can't remember? If that's the case, I stayed forgetting her. I can't remember all these bitches. I promise you, I was a little slut out here in these streets. I don't remember. So did they grade me? Maybe I need to talk to somebody. Maybe I need to see somebody. Just saying.
Was facing felony charges.
Now let's come here to where Buddy was saying what he was saying.
And didn't bring any additional victims to their attention, the DA's office. So that was one concern of the woman, the daughter, and the attorney. Is could there be more victims?
Yeah.
The DA's office says not to their knowledge.
So the case is ongoing?
The case is ongoing. He had a hearing a few weeks ago. Next hearing is in a few weeks from today.
Guessing he's not in custody?
He's out on bond.
Okay, and now I'm reminding our viewers he was a volunteer piano player at the home?
That's correct. Now, I asked the facility if they conduct background checks on volunteers. They weren't able to give me that answer. I would imagine maybe not for a volunteer. For a worker, certainly, but for somebody who's volunteering,
And
maybe
independent living, as she had her own key to her own room and the daughter had put
She had her own key to her own room. Hold on.
certainly, but for somebody who's volunteering,
and
maybe
independent living, as she had her own key to her own room and the daughter had put up the Ring cameras.
That's correct. This is different than assisted living, according to the facility. This is independent living, so you're pretty much on your own.
Oh, just
You pretty much on your own, but if you need assistance throughout the day, you can have assistance. That's where the difference is at. So she had her own key. So y'all understand that she can come and go as she please. She can come and go as she please. She can have company if she want to have company. So just because she don't remember when asked, it don't mean that she didn't understand what she was doing at the time that they was doing what they was doing. Hell yeah, I am a victim. And I just thought about that right there. But anyway, man, I sister, I don't know. And I can almost say I don't think that she's going to get like the 25. I do not believe that she's going to get the 25. She may get something. I just don't believe the 25. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to prove. Well, I guess. Unless they say that a person cannot have sex at their facility while having dementia, unless they say that, I don't know. But she's an adult and she had the right to move how she wanted to move. Remember, she have keys, so she can come and go. She can walk, she can catch the bus, she can do all that fly shit. I'm just saying, move right along. I ain't gonna be much hold you.